Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Patti and Brian podcast, where nostalgia is served warm, history is served loud, and the popcorn is always fresh and popping, just like my humor. I'm the Brian part of the Patti and Brian podcast, born in Marion, Ohio, raised in Marion, Ohio, and sometimes emotionally damaged by Marion, Ohio.
And I'm Patti, the girl who married Brian, which means I sometimes have to question my decision making.
Today, we're taking you on a grand tour of Marion, the city that dug the Panama Canal, launched the Saturn V rocket, elected a president, crowned a Miss America, and hosted more celebrities in the 1920s than you'd ever believe.
And we'll talk about how Brian and I have spent decades driving around with old photos saying, "Honey, didn't this used to be an historic building? Now it's a parking lot."
Let's start with the company that made Marion roar, Marion Power Shovel. My dad worked there. My grandparents worked there. Half the town worked there, and the other half wished they did. This wasn't just a factory. This was the industrial beating heart of America. In 1911, Marion produced 80% of the nation's steam shovels. 8 out of 10 machines that moved the earth came from Marion. They dug the Panama Canal, carved the Holland Tunnel, helped build the Hoover Dam, and later built the crawler transporters that carried the Apollo and Gemini rockets to the launch pad.
Basically, if America needed something big, heavy, and dangerous moved, Marion said, "Hold my popcorn."
Exactly. Marion Power Shovel was so iconic that when NASA needed a machine to carry the Saturn V, the biggest rocket ever built, they didn't call New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles. They called Marion, Ohio. But by the late 1970s, the decline began. And when Marion Power Shovel fell, the whole city felt it. It was like someone unplugged the jukebox at a party.
And everyone just stood there holding their Marion Popcorn Festival goodie bags.
Now, let's talk about Marion's most famous son, Warren G. Harding, the 29th President of the United States. Harding wasn't just from Marion. He was Marion. He owned the Marion Star newspaper, walked the streets, shook hands, kissed babies, and probably kissed a few people he shouldn't have. But that's another episode. Harding's front porch campaign in 1920 turned Marion into the center of the political universe. Reporters, celebrities, senators, and foreign dignitaries all came to Marion. The town was buzzing like Times Square, except with more popcorn.
And when Harding won the election that night, church bells rang all over the city. I wasn't there, but that's what the newspaper said.
Harding brought glamour to Marion. The Harding Hotel was elegant, bustling, and filled with political bigwigs. The Palace Theater opened in 1928, dripping with Spanish Revival charm, velvet seats, and twinkling lights. Marion was the place to be. And here's something most people don't know. Marion is the only city in America that can brag about having both a president and a Miss America. Marilyn Meskey, Miss America 1938, was from Marion, Ohio.
That's right. Marion had political power and beauty queens, a combination you don't see anywhere else.
Richard Nixon campaigned in Marion in 1960, and I can't forget John Dean, Nixon's White House counsel who got caught up in the Watergate scandal. He was also a Harding biographer, and he lived in Marion growing up.
And so did Major League Baseball player Aubrey Huff. Major League umpire Larry Barnett is also from Marion, Ohio. Marion has produced some notable people, including you, honey.
Did you say notable or notorious?
Well, in your case, notorious.
I also have to talk about the Marion Palace Theater, my childhood cathedral, Patty's favorite date night spot, only one of 16 Eberson-designed atmospheric theaters still operating. When you walk in, you feel like you're stepping into a Spanish courtyard under a twilight sky. Stars twinkle, clouds drift, and if you listen closely, you can hear the ghosts of 1928 whispering, "Please don't tear down this historic building like you did the others in Marion."
We've seen everything at the Marion Palace Theater. Movies, concerts, Beatles tribute bands, a Wings tribute band, and Elvis impersonators. Mike Albert shook the building so hard I thought the neighbors were going to file a noise complaint.
And so many acts have played at the Marion Palace. Jazz greats like Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, and Cab Calloway in its heyday. Even the legendary Al Jolson.
A lot of musical groups too. Tommy James and the Shondells, the Guess Who, the Raspberries, Lee Greenwood, the Spinners. There are just too many groups to mention.
And we can't forget Weird Al Yankovic and Bill Cosby.
No, we can forget those two.
Back in the day, we'd go to the warehouse, the old train station turned restaurant, often before the shows. In the early 2000s, it felt like a dining experience. Great food, real silverware, awesome atmosphere. Then, like everything else, the magic faded. But the palace, it's still magical.
The Harding Hotel was once the jewel of Marion. The hotel officially opened on February 1st, 1924.
The Harding Hotel was designed for people to see a performance at the Marion Palace and then walk across the street to the Harding Hotel. That included many celebrities like Billie Holiday. Politicians also stayed there. Notable guests included Presidents Calvin Coolidge and Herbert Hoover and Supreme Court Justice Charles Evans Hughes. In its day, the Harding Hotel was elegant, refined, and buzzing with life. Today, well, it's low-income housing, but the bones are still there. The city is trying to restore it, and Patti and I always stop and stare at it, imagining the 1920s glamour.
We always go inside to the lobby when we can. You can almost hear the clink of glasses, the chatter of guests, and the bellhop saying, "Sir, your Model T is ready."
And unfortunately, now in the Harding Hotel lobby, you might hear someone yelling at their Uber driver. Every September, Marion hosts the Popcorn Festival. Patti and I have gone every year since 1986. Back then, it was magical, with music, food, and excitement. Today, well, the popcorn is still good.
But the food prices went up, the entertainment went down, and the number of rowdy kids went way up. You came to call the Popcorn Festival the Freak Show.
We still go because tradition matters and because popcorn is one of my favorite addictions. Another one of our favorite things is our history tours with our then and now photos. We will grab an old picture, maybe from the 1950s or 60s, maybe even from the 1920s, and drive to the exact spot. Sometimes the building is still there. Sometimes it's been repainted with gray and aluminum siding. Sometimes it's turned into a vape shop.
And sometimes it's been turned into a parking lot with one lonely shopping cart.
But when the match is perfect, when the building is still standing, it's magic. It's like time folds in on itself and says, "See, not everything disappears." We've done dozens of these tours, every street, every alley, every back road. They are all on my Facebook page. You just have to hunt for it.
Marion has history everywhere. You just have to hunt for it too. Your Facebook page is easy to find.
Marion, Ohio was dynamic from the 1920s through the 1960s. Industry was booming. Railroads were humming. Celebrities were visiting. Stores were thriving. The Veterans Memorial Coliseum was a point of pride, and the Southland Mall was vibrant in the 1970s and 80s.
The Chicago Cubs even visited Leica Park in Marion in 1920. They were invited by Hardy.
In the 1950s and 60s, Marion hosted parades like the U.S. Open and the Miss Heart of Ohio. Those days are long gone. The decline came in the late 1970s. Marion Power Shovel and other businesses leaving really hurt the city. Buildings were razed. Color was replaced with gray paint and siding. I call that the uglification of America.
Marion still has bright spots. Ohio State Marion, Marion Technical College, the Palace Theater, the Harding Home and Memorial, and we can't forget the Harding Presidential Library.
History is still there. What the city planners haven't torn down yet, that is. And many of the good people of Marion are still there.
And us, two history nerds with a camera, old pictures, and a Facebook page.
Marion isn't perfect. It's not what it used to be, but it's ours. It built the machines that built the world. It raised presidents, Miss Americas, baseball players, umpires, and one kid who grew up loving history, popcorn, and a girl named Patti Stone.
And no matter how many buildings they paint gray, how many parking lots they put up, or how many rowdy kids show up at the popcorn festival, Marion is still home.
We'll keep doing our history tours, we'll keep chasing the past, and we'll keep doing our podcasts of Marion, Ohio history, because Marion may have declined, but our love for it hasn't.
And now, let's go get some popcorn.
As long as you are paying.
I always do, Mojumbo.